Up by 16, Carter Bryant, no. Castle, rebound in amongst the trees, to which there are many in the forests of Minnesota. He gets it to go. The hoop, the harm, Spurs up 19 after the made free throw. Under 9 to go in the half. We're still in the first half. Okay, the Timberwolves, the Thunder are going to meet up with one of these two teams. Steph Castle to Bryant, throwing it down. Spurs starting the second quarter on a 20-0 run. Someone get the Pepto-Bismol. We need it to stop. Next Timberwolves possession. What are they going to do? Ant-Man, Cash. Okay, 24 points for him, 19 of which came in the first half. We go to the second half, 79-63. There's Wemby. The French v. French connection advantage. The Frenchman. Well, that Frenchman. 81-63. Wemby, 19 points. It was a calm night, but that's okay, because Steph Castle stepped up. A career best 5 3-pointers made. I mean, just left open like a broken door. And then De'Aaron Fox, just Waffle House levels of open. They never close. De'Aaron Fox is super open, 21 points, 9 dimes. The Spurs up double digits, and Steph Castle, who has that championship pedigree. He is a UConn Husky, of course. Finished with a game-high 32 points. And then this with 8 minutes to go, and the Spurs are up $1 billion. They're up like 30. But look at Anthony Edwards with 8 minutes to go. Proceeds to dap up the entirety of the Spurs roster. He said, listen, man, I ain't going in at that point. We ain't coming back to win. He was right. Spurs advance. Here's Wemby.
Just the words conference finals is crazy. Like, it's like something I heard, my whole life. And now being in it is just special.
I think you went down to the Spurs bench with 8 minutes to go in the game. Like, what was kind of the thought process to do it in the middle of the game there rather than kind of waiting for the end?
I mean, at that point, you ain't going back in, so you're just trying to get them respect they deserve. I feel like you're supposed to build championship habits or playoff habits in the regular season. Yeah, great question. I think so, yeah.
Just a follow-up to that, do you not feel like you have?
Do I feel like what?
That you have built the habits during the regular season?
No, we didn't build the habits during the regular season, no.
Here's something that you don't see often. San Antonio and Oklahoma City each finishing the regular season with a win percentage of .750 or better. If you remember The Last Dance, that is the last time we saw this, the 1998 NBA Finals between Chicago and Utah.
126-97 was the win for the Spurs to take a 3-2 series lead over the Timberwolves. Stephen A., were you impressed with Wemby's bounce-back performance in Game 5?
I'm impressed with everything about him. I mean, I think that it's not just his height, his formidable presence defensively, it's his skill set offensively, it's his swag, it's his determination to win. He has all the ingredients to be that you want to see in a superstar in the NBA. It's just that simple. Everything about him you gotta love. The only thing, I'm thankful that he's skinny. I'm thankful that he doesn't have more girth on him, because what would you be able to do with him if you couldn't try to push him around? At least his slim figure gives you the impression that you can try, that you can put a hat on him, you can sit up there and give him some elbows or whatever. Maybe that might affect him, because there's nothing else. There's no answer for this man and what he brings to the table. It just isn't.
He said he felt rested in this game, came out and made a complete statement against the Timberwolves. That series will now shift back to Minnesota.
Spurs, so now we know who is going to be in the Western Conference Finals and take on the OKC Thunder. The Spurs mollywopped the Minnesota Timberwolves by the score of 139-109. The Wolves traded more picks for Rudy Gobert than he had total points in Game 5. Champagnie, those guys, they had 6 guys in double figures. Champagnie was 5 of 10, 4 of 9 from the 3. He had 18. Victor Wembanyama, quiet night by his standard. He was 19 points, but only shot the ball 11 times. De'Aaron Fox had 21. He was 8 of 10. Devin Vassell, he was 4 of 10. He had 11 points. The night belonged to Stephen Castle. Stephen Castle. He had 32 points on 11 of 16. He came out scorching hard from the three-point line, and he didn't let up all night. So he had 32 points on 11 of 16 shooting, 5 of 7 from the 3. Dylan Harper came off the bench. He was 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting. But Minnesota, it was just not enough. You could see early on in this game, I thought it was about to get out of hand early. Give Minnesota credit. They made a great push right before the half. but then the Spurs came out in this third quarter and really put the game away. Jayden McDaniels had 13, DeSomo had 10, Ant-Man had 24. Nas Reed was scorching hot in the second quarter. He and Terrence Shannon tried to keep him in it as best they could, but it wasn't enough. Nas Reed had 18 points, and Shannon had 21 points, but it wasn't enough. The Spurs just had too much depth, out-rebounded them, plus 31. The Spurs had 60 rebounds. The Timberwolves had 29 rebounds. That is crazy. Plus 31 on the glass. Yeah. And that's why you have a lopsided game like what you had, 139 to 109. Joe, what you saw the Spurs, and I'm not surprised. I don't know if anybody should be surprised because we didn't think it would have got this far if they didn't throw Victor Wembanyama out of the game. What was that, game 3 or game 4? But it happened, and it is what it is. But now we know the Spurs and the Spurs and the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals, 139 to 109. T-Wolves. What did you like about the Spurs and how they approached this game tonight, Joe?
Tonight, Uncle Ocho, I thought the Spurs finally put together a collective team effort as far as winning. Yes, Castle went off for 32 and 11 rebounds, but for the most part, their whole entire squad played great, bro. I think if you Minnesota, you started the game with Rudy guarding Castle. I didn't know what the hell that was about.
Yeah.
You give a guy like that dare shots, because it ain't like he a non-shooter. He can shoot. You give him dare shots and he make a couple, you in trouble. And that's what happened tonight. Yeah. Castle got off to a great start in that first quarter, and you could tell when he hit about 12 to 13 points, I said, oh, it's gonna be a big night for him. Once you let a guy get rolling in this league, bro, it's hard to turn him off. And then those other guys they shot 55% from the field. What they shot, 47 from 3,
they shot 56
like
from the floor, 47 from 3, and at 85, there was 23 of 27 from the free throw line, 85%.
Can't stop. Hey, you can't win no games like that, bro. I know Wembyama only had 3 blocks, but like we continue to say all playoffs, bro, he alters so many shots. Yes. And then when you look at Minnesota, how the hell you gonna win with Randall giving you 3 points?
Randall, let's be real, Joe.
And Rudy.
Randall was atrocious all series.
He was, bro.
He was bad all series.
He may have had a solid game. I think the game that they won in San Antonio was that game 1. I think he may have been solid that game, but for the most part,
bad.
They pretty much kept him at bay.
And you look at and see this is the problem is that you got a guy like Rudy Gobert making $50 million and he becomes unplayable. If I got a receiver, Ocho, no matter, and I'm paying him, let's just say for the sake of I'm paying him $25 million, but on third down I bring him out the game. What value is that? That's the money down. I can't play Rudy for the most part. They couldn't play him. He had 0 points. The man, hold on, your starting center, he was 0 points with 3 rebounds. Look at how many guys hold it. Harrison Barnes played 7 minutes. He had 4 rebounds. Kelly Olynyk, he played 8 minutes. He had 4 rebounds. Carter Bryant played 13 minutes. He had 6 rebounds. Luke Cornett played 14 minutes. He had 6 rebounds. Dylan Harper had 5 rebounds. Every player on the starting roster, starting for the Spurs, had more rebounds than Rudy. Rudy is 7+ foot tall. Yeah. That's unacceptable. You know what? Mm-hmm. If he's blocking shots, if he's doing it, but it's just hard when your guy is your starting center, and I got to take him out of the game. Because now, if he can't guard Wemby, who can? Julius Randle is giving up such a height disparity.
Nobody.
Who you gonna put on Nas Reed? Nas can't play him. So now you try to go for him, you try to double him, and the guys you've already let guys get comfortable shooting shoot around threes.
Yep.
Now they finna split your head to the white meat. Because every time that shot go up, what they turn to do, Joe and Ocho, look at the bench like, hey, Chris Finn, don't look at me. I ain't got that. I ain't got no answers for you.
Hey,
but
and when you
go ahead, Joe.
When you think about it, Rudy can't guard Wembanyama, and Randall and Nas Reed, they have the foot speed to keep up with him. But hell, when he go up to shoot,
they're too small.
It ain't nothing they can do, fellas. It's nothing they can do. They can be as physical as they want. He done kind of adjusted to that. And I think the Spurs grew throughout this series. And hell, Wemby just a cheat code, bro. He's just too much of a difference maker. I mean, you look at how he passed the ball, how he gets the other guys involved. He's not a regular, obviously we know he's not a regular 7'5" guy. Like he is a real center with guard skills. And that makes them super, super tough to beat, bro. This is gonna be a great series in the next round. But Minnesota, man, I thought they had a chance to push it to a Game 7, but they get off to such slow starts, man. To where the Spurs defense is so effective in that first quarter or two that it kind of throws them off rhythm, and then Ant-Man has to start forcing things, just to kind of get going. And they just too good, bro. They too good. They got too many weapons.
Julius Randle gave me 3 points.
Hey, you know what? Obviously going to this game.
Julius Randle gave me 3 points tonight.
Huh? Yeah, that's it. Hell, not only that, I was hoping Rudy could have one of those games where he surprises you and does something offensively that he doesn't do often. But I was hoping a game like tonight where he understands the importance of having some type of production offensively, so you're not a liability. He didn't show up, obviously having no rebounds, and them having 31 more rebounds than the goddamn Wolves. You didn't have a chance. At no point, Joe, did they even have a chance to actually win this game. At one point, they were down, 29, damn near 30 points. I think they closed it down to maybe 50.
They ended up losing by 30.
Yeah, it was bad. And the game of basketball is all about matchups, And I think most of the people, when it came to this